Hey, welcome back to my stream. Playing Doki Doki Literature, or we're continuing Doki Doki Literature Club today. Maybe we'll find some romance in this club. So, Valentine's Day is only like 2 days away. Hope you guys have your Valentines. If not, then it's okay to be on your own on Valentine's Day too. Self love is just as important. I have plans to stream Valentine's Day as well, so I will be streaming. Probably continue Doki Doki Literature Club at that time. Right, we're writing a poem to read at our next club meeting. That's where we left off last time, and we have the festival club coming up. I've never been part of a festival club, but I've always kind of wanted to. Okay, so let's get this poem made. Universe, dream, hope, cheer. I think we're gonna go for a happy one. Here, daydream, sunny, friends, heartbeat. Uh, why is there always so many words? Sparkle, Hawaii, smile, fun, sing, mm, hope. I think we went with hope already before, though. I mean, it's okay if we use the same word twice, right? Lollipop. I like lollipops, but they're not good for you. You shouldn't eat. You shouldn't suck on lollipops. All that sugar, really bad for your teeth. Bubbles. Fantasy. Cute. Okay, one more. One more. One more. Shiny. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Oh, she's late again. That's twice now. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? They don't actually show piano in the game, do they? I'd like to see that. I'd like to hear her play play the piano. An unintended tongue twister. Yeah, you must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Yeah, that's a lot of responsibility. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. Uh, and she was one of the ones that didn't want to do it, and now she's excited for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Yeah, you were. Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our past of the or our part of the festival. Oh, she's just talking about the festival itself. But the but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Yeah, there it is. She just wants to eat food. You sound a bit like Sayuri all of a sudden. Monica, do you usually have fried squid? I've never eaten fried squid. I've always wanted to try the uh, what are they called? I forget the name of them, but you get them at festival. It's squid in a ball of dough. It looks so good all the time. Every time I see it, squid. That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? Eh, I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. So that means squid. Eh, that's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in transition or translation. Hmm? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Yeah, where is she? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. Like, she is the loudest, most talkative person in this game. How is she just sitting there, not saying anything? I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Ah. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything all right? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine. See? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from here having fun with everyone. All right, if you say so. Ugh. I feel like I'm stuffed up again. It was like this yesterday, too. I think I'll stay on this side. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayuri recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Kayuki, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayuri lately? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. That is totally not like her. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. Kayuki? You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, no, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well being of my club members. You know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh, are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? Yeah, she's upset about last night when she asked who we'd if we'd walk home with Yuri, and we said we would. I wonder if we made her jealous. I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Kayuki. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayuri talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. I'm not that important to her, am I? I mean, I get that we're childhood friends and she probably likes me, but what? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different than it was than it's always has been. And how would you know if she's been different? Like she's always like that with you. You're so funny, Kayuki. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's how she is when she's around you. Uh, uh, I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? Yeah, we are your typical protagonist that doesn't understand women. Oh, that's. Oh wow. I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. So you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Uh, all right. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayuri is sitting. So when do we read our poems or share our poems? I watch her kneel down next to Sayuri and gently walk to her or talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. Because she doesn't want you to hear it. It's a secret. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayuri told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some, blah, blah. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Finally! I've been waiting to do this one. I want to read their poems. Before I know it, everyone is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she is talking about with Sayuri. Alright, from top to bottom, starting with Sayuri. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Kayuki. Uh, thanks. Mm-hmm. Okay, she definitely seems off. This is not like her. Sayuri, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything all right? Eh, eh, of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Eh, do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, all right. Hey, Kayuki, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayuri. I know you have something put up with. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Oh, wow. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Kayuki. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. Ah, we flustered her. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori, I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed us. Sayuri, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell, tell me what will cheer you up. Sayuri shakes her head. It's like, that's not really something you should ask. You should already know how to cheer her up, dude, if you're her childhood friend. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Kayuki. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Oh, how's the main character like this dense? Seriously. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayuri, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayuri cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I didn't even get to read her poem. Why is there not an option to chase after her? There should be an option to chase after her. If nothing else, to read her, but to just to read her a poem, read her poem. All right, that's Natsuki next. Finally, eh? This one, it's good. She's so full of herself. She's so sure of herself. I was wondering how long it would take you. All right. Yeah, seriously. Don't listen to what anyone else says, especially Yuri. Just keep writing poems like this. That's all you need. Eh? Are you sure that's not just what you want? Excuse me? You're talking to a pro, you know. Don't you think you should trust me my opinion the most? I guess that depends. Aren't you biased towards poems that are more simple and cute? Biased? Of course not. My opinion just happens to be the best. There's one thing I still can't tell. Is Natsuki actually self aware of her spoiled behavior? That's right. I don't know if I'll ever figure it out. Fair enough. I'm glad that you like my poem after all. I knew you'd finally understand. Just keep showing me your poems, and you'll be a pro before you know it. Anyway, here's the one I wrote. All right. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go, a shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail. Remember the reasons you're wonderful. When you press your lips to my. Oh, wow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape. You'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I mean, I liked it. It it was cute. It's kind of fitting that poem since Valentine's Day is only like 4 days away. Or sorry, 2 days away. It's only 2 days away. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. I haven't been to the beach in forever. It'd be fun to go to the beach again, but I don't know. I always found the beach boring. Like as I got older, I stopped having fun in the water. Like I'd go there and just kind of drift around, or I would end up just kind of laying on the beach, lounging, or in the sand on the sand lounging. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Oh, I wouldn't be too sure about that. So you decided to write about the beach first, and then came up with the message later. Yeah, well, it's only because that happened yesterday. Because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick up a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too, making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was a good practice. I don't know. I like her poem. It was nice. Okay, so let's do Yuri. Well done, Kayuki. You've definitely improved your writing over over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helping to you? Helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing a writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone in their writing, and I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Kayuki? Eh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is very personal, or is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe that most important is exploring and discovering yourself. Oh, hi, Ansi. No worries. Welcome to my stream. We're just reading the poems that we wrote. So, so you haven't really missed much. Oh, uh, I think Natsuki is her name, our childhood friend. She she was having a rough day and decided to go home early. So that's really all you missed. We didn't even get to read her poem. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? That's worrying. Yeah. Well, yesterday when we were on our walk home with her, and she asked us if we would walk home with Yuri if she asked us, and we said we would. And I think she got jealous, and our dumb protagonist asked didn't pick up on that. Like, I feel like we are the I feel like the main character is your typical protagonist that doesn't understand women or can't read signs. I can't blame him. I would be as bad as him on understanding women. I mean, I've watched a lot of anime with a protagonist like that, so I'd like to think that I'd be able to pick up on that kind of thing a little easier. Because I'm really big into isekai anime, and that's often the trope in most isekais. The main character is a bit of a dunce when it comes to comes to women. Even with them throwing themselves on the main character, they still don't notice it. Me too. Okay, why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to have to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it out to sound in your head. I just mean that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink, and I come to these sorts of conclusions. I mean, I have the same. I do the same thing. I tend to overthink things in my head, and then by the end, I end up blowing things way out of proportion in my head. They end up so much worse than they actually are. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking, being disliked. But how could she be disliked? She's so sweet. Oh, excuse me. Yuri, what what am I saying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. All right. Do you want to share your poem now? And they could have been just a simple task, but we overcomplicate complicated like until it's a disaster. Uh, I tend to I imagine all these different scenarios of how things can happen, like all the different outcomes, and like that's how I overthink things. And oftentimes, the simplest and easiest outcome is always the one that happens. And okay, here. Oh, here's her poem. I really don't like how she writes. I can't read cursive that well. Uh, uh, okay, so to me, I overthink about the most simplest and the most complicated, and I get some countermeasures for them, but in the end, something out of the range of options just happens. Okay, I'm gonna try to read this poem. Uh, I marvel millions of years in the waking, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface under a clear blue sky and exposed of bliss. But beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in is the one where everything can be found. I know, I kind of think the easiest world to get lost in is the one in your own head. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foaming tendrils. I think that's what that word is. Tower back, and I abandon my piece to evade at the shore, drift drift forward, and I don't know that word, to the earth forever, or for everyone. Um, I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about. Uh, I mean, not really. Anything could be made into a poem. I mean, that's the point of poems, isn't it? To express yourself. And if a beach helps you express yourself, then why not? But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did. She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, ow, why is my stomach growling all of a sudden? Well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. You know, when I'm finished playing this game, I'd like to write my own poem and share it on stream. I think that'd be fun. Why do you always start the stream without eating? I do eat. I eat breakfast, but I start stream at 11 all the time, and so I end up pushing lunch until later. So I do eat. All right. Monica's poem is left. And I've noticed lately I've been abnormally hungry, more hungry lately. To you, it's 11 a.m. To me, it's 8 p.m. Which means I'm in the other half of the world. Yeah, yeah, our time zones are completely different. But I do promise I do eat. I do eat. I wish I had ramen. I haven't had ramen in a while. I should ask my uncle to pick up some ramen. Hi, Kayuki. Have you thought about what what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Oh, right, we got to write a poem for the festival too. Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Wait, make her happy to see what? See what? What does she want to see? Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Uh, I like it, Kayuki. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, geez. No, no. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Uh, no, I can't say I have. Eh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, They can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Eh, alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Right, she likes to space her poems out. Lost adrift, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering I'm not sure what that word is. Uh, this is concerning metaphor. In the tilted sky, maybe. Oh, timeless sky, glimmering in the timeless sky. Until one day the mind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall, even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me away afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. That was quite the poem. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. I kind of disagree. I think the meaning of life is to just have fun. I mean, like, the saying, life is short. So, like, why go through life not enjoying yourself? I feel like I feel like learning. Wait, I think I read this already. Yeah. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. Okay, I see. I see. Trying to play it cool, but this poem is really concerning. Hmm. Maybe she's just going through a midlife crisis. Just keep that in mind. I mean, it's a like I don't think this game is supposed to be all that bad. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. That is true. They do. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Did you read the description of the game and the tags of the game? Not really. No, I didn't. I didn't. I did play a bit of it on the PlayStation before streaming it, but humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Well, I did, and it says, to be honest, it's just this. It just discovered it together, shall we? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find that other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. That's much more encouraging that way. And it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a sec. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrases when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Uh, uh, Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayuri isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayuri always helps helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. See, everyone is realizing that you're the only one who's not. What you mean, me or me in the game? Where the heck did she run off anyway? No, you. Oh, I haven't read anything about the game, and I only got so far in the game. So yeah, I don't know about the game. I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well, and I went home early. I went home early. Is that so? I wanted to keep it a secret as long as possible, but it's better off to say it for now. One of the tags of the game says psychological horror, so we don't know what's going to happen. Well, we'll see what happens the more we play it. I hope she's right. Seriously, of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey dovey. No, so just be careful. I will. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayuri. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Who? That curious expression coming from Yuri is Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations. So let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. Come see her play. Come get a cupcake. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to print and I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayuri will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, uh, um, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? She doesn't even know what Yuri's gonna do. Oh, I, I'm useless. That's not true. No, no, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Mm, Now Natsuki pouting. Natsuki's pouting too. Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Yeah. Uh, that may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Well, that helped her. She's motivated now. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonder you'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Kayuki. The one who is truly useless. Ouch. Then don't say it that. Say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Uh, that's so Monica is suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? Uh, I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. Why do I feel like I would just end up being Natsuki's servant? It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice. And you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyways. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. Um, if I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Kayuki may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Kayuki too. Are they fighting over me? Wait, that happens in anime all the time too. You always get two women that fight over the main character. But what are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Yes, pretty much. Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Kayuki to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. Yeah, it's just like an anime with the protagonist. Ow. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Taiki, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Ah, of course. Hmm. God, she's so bratty. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Hmm. I wonder if I can choose Natsuki. Or Or Sayori. I wonder if I can choose Sayori. I'll try Sayori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I'd prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, and what Monica said, oh, will it not let me choose her? Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Oh, I'm more interested in Monica. Yeah, and I kind of like Yuri. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No, no. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Okay. Okay, so I doubt it'll let me choose Monica because Sayuki is helping her. So Natsuki or Yuri, baking or banner. Yeah, let's hope with baking since she has the most work ahead of her. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun, and you guys made it sound like a lot of works. So it could probably use two people. Don't worry. She perked up pretty quickly. Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago, you were saying that. That's because. Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, yeah, Natsuki is definitely the bratty type, and Yuri's the shy type, and I think Natsuki is the leader. You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after. Ow. Eh, That's good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. Yeah, she's guilt tripping us. It seems that this is a situation that happens in anime, but it's have the repercussions of the real world interesting. I mean, it is just a is blah. I mean, quite often, anime games will take inspiration from the real world, so they do that a lot in anime. Oh, no worries. I mean, as long as I can understand it, then it's fine. Unless it's a different language, because I don't speak any other language. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes. Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. She must really like baking. She's so hyped for it. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Kayuki? Me? Uh, I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Ah, she's sulking because I didn't choose her. Hmm. Natsuki starts pouting too. They're like a couple of kids. Uh, it's not, I mean, it's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. Huh? I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for for her to do and then nobody offering to help. Yeah, that's true. That doesn't mean. Mm, Uh, Natsuki glances back at the back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And and you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way people feel during the performance. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. "Mm, You didn't really mean that, did you? Um, n- Not really, but if you didn't mean it, then why say it? Yuri isn't the only one surprised. You shouldn't say things you don't mean. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, is saying such encouraging things. But I'd begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayuri. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayuri would say at a time like this. Because Sayuri always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I kind of feel like it's like this in any group. Like, whenever that one person who is like the center of it ends up being sick or something and they're not there, like the whole group just feels it. I think it happens in every group. There's always that one person that keeps it together and keeps it running like a well-oiled machine. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah, yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to be heading out. Hi, Ramen to the future. uh, it'll be my first time finishing the game. I've played the game a long time ago to a certain point, so it'll be my first time finishing the game. Did you get past the First trauma? I'm not sure. If not, then we'll see it. Don't spoil it for me, please. Like I've played up to where Sayuri tells us that she's dying, I think is what it is, or she wants to die or something like that, and she kind of like guilts you into she kind of guilts you into wanting to be with her, and like that's about as far as I've gotten in the game on my own. So she's talking about her depression. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. Barely got to do any reading today, so. Oh, I see. Yeah, fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out of the door as they chat between each other. Um, where are you going? Yeah. We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. All right, we're helping her make cupcakes this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. That's true, we would have. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. I think I should give a trigger warning since I know this game well, and especially the first part. Well, thank you. I will keep that in mind as I'm playing. I mean, the whole game is very triggering. Is it? I know I haven't really found it triggering yet. Then again, I don't tend to get triggered by things. Actually, I shouldn't say that because I watched an anime recently, and so be prepared to see triggering things. Yeah, I mean, I did watch an anime recently, and the like, I've never wanted to punch a fictional character so much in my life. But yeah, it's a good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? Oh, we're getting her number. You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Hmm. Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. Oh, you're doing the cupcakes with Natsuki? Yeah, I'm doing the cupcakes with Natsuki. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, is she coming over to our place? What? You're coming to my house? Well, yeah. Hmm, she's your waifu? No, I haven't really chosen a waifu in the game. I kind of like Yuri, but I don't know. I'm just kind of going with what feels right, I guess. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that's. Thank you for the follow. I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, no spoilers, please. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think I want to run into her dad. I try my best to warn you, not spoiling. Without spoiling. He already did. He said the first trauma, I'm already concerned. Yeah. Really? That's kind of strict of you to ask me. Or strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Hmm? I mean, it has been a trauma for a lot of players playing the game for the first time and not prepared. And I find that, I mean, yeah, I get moved by things in the moment, but I find that things don't really affect me like that. Like, I'm not likely to get traumatized by something. You'll see by yourself. Mm. Well, I'll see when I get to it. I saw a lot of fishy things in this, so I'm technically prepared, but I don't want the warning. I want it to be a surprising event. Yeah. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. I'll let you continue playing with the stream on the background. Later. Take care. Thank you for coming and checking out my stream, though. All right, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really going to show you why I love baking so much. So you'd better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like it, like in front of everyone. That I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. I used to bake with one of my friends. It was really fun. One thing I learned about baking and cooking, like baking, you have to be like precise with measurements, and cooking, you can just kind of go with it. Baking was fun with them. I had a lot of fun doing that. That's all it is. So, all right, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Ah, never mind. What? I always hate when people say that. They're going to say something, but then they say never mind. It's like, speak your mind, dude. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous? That Sayori finds out about this because she'll be jealous that another girl is coming over to your room or to your place. It's not like we feel that way about each other. Are you sure about that? Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. Wow, that was fast. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. Oh, she's one of those people. They sent funny gifts. I don't really text much. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. I meant to each other. Yeah, they text gifts to each other. Sure. Yeah. Sorry, my English is bad sometimes. It's my first language. Or it's not your first language. I mean, English is my first language, and sometimes even I have a hard time with it, so no worries. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayuri since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayuri said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayuri's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayuri before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking us, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Don't curse, it's not my first language either, so don't worry. He's not going to berate us. Yeah, no, I'm not going to berate you. I mean, I don't mind a little swearing. I mean, I'm prone to swearing sometimes, but like, don't take it too far. I just noticed the background music kind of stopped. Once I reached Sayuri's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayuri isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's quite it's already strange of her to not run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Um, you're a guy. You shouldn't be just barging into her room. Sayori? Hi, Kayuki. I sit down in her room. Ah, there's the music. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? Uh, I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as it always has been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. I find that hard to believe. Why the sad music? I think this is the part when she tells you that something's up with her. Because I end up cleaning it for you. Oh, we end up cleaning a room for her. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you surprised? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but wait, how does she know I was supposed to see Natsuki? Wait, how did you know that? Sari had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Are you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep, there's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Kayuki. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Oh, that's so sad. It just wants to torture me. Sayori, I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Uh, Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Kayuki. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Kayuki? Yes, because we're apparently an idiot protagonist that doesn't pick up signals. I guess I have no choice this time. Oh, excuse me. The thing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Yeah, most of the time MC is a turkey idiot. Yeah. Main characters, a lot of them find it difficult to either see past their nose or they're so dismissive that they don't recognize hints from from those around them. Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Yeah, I kind of guessed that she has depression. Yeah. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayuri kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? I mean, it's not that difficult to hide things from people. It's really not. And if you're not specifically looking for it, you're not going to notice it. Did she really want want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayuri? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? Hmm? Oh, I just realized I didn't even ask you girls pronouns. I used to do it every time I go somewhere new. I'm sorry. No worries. I mean, my pronouns are she, her. I believe I've got that in my profile on my Twitch account. It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there's only so much that I could do. Mine are he, they, whatever except she, whatever except she, her. I didn't find it. What my Twitter page? If you scroll down, you should be able to find my socials there. I'm pretty sure I put my socials there. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. Ugh, MC feeling betrayed annoys me so much. Yeah, it kind of feels like he's making it about him. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. I don't have social media for the moment. Okay, but not anymore. What happened to your social medias? Did you just delete them or I mean, I just recently started using TikTok. So that's been fun. You don't understand at all, Kayuki. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you wouldn't have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Okay, I'm a dense protagonist. You got to tell me that you just got to come out straight and say that you like me. Otherwise, they're not going to get it. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. That I don't understand. Yeah, see, he's dense. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayuri. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Kayuki. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears stared down Sayuri's face. I made you join the literature blah, 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 the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I could never understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Finally, he does something right for once for a change. Kayuki, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile, though. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't have any other way. Have it any other way. Bleh. Kayuki, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Kayuki, I. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Kayuki. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary, too. Sayori lets me go. And she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? Uh, um, uh, it's what I want. I promise. I I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Mm, leaving social medias is due to a lot of things, like the world news and what's currently happening in this planet that's appearing on my feed, and the LGBT hopes attacking the activist LGBTQ's accounts I followed on Instagram, and cherry on top of that, the announcement of Zuckerberg made me think I was right to leave social medias, especially Instagram. I used a lot in Twitter. I'm dead naming Twitter because Musk is dead naming his own daughter, so no respect for this piece of ish. And I try to avoid um news and things like that. Like I try to only focus on positive things and on the the VTubing community. Like there's a lot of negativity in the world, and just I mean you're going to see it wherever you go, even just stepping outside you're going to see it. So I find it's better just to focus on the positive things. But I do agree. It can be difficult at times seeing all that stuff. Yeah, but I'm trans and have mental health issues too, so it was the best for me. Well, I hope that your health gets better. Like do what you got to do. But I'm getting better, so I think I'll get back to Insta someday. I think. Well, take as much time as you need to get better. Like your yourself. You need to take care of yourself first. That's very important. Wow, the stream got really, really down all of a sudden. Okay, I will. Sorry, wipe her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. Yeah, I mean, you made plans, dude. You can't go back on that. But you can make plans with Sayuri for like the next day. I mean, that's not out of the question. Oh, wait, the next day is school. So, yeah, you already made plans to spend the day with her at the festival. Or is that not tomorrow? Very least, do you want to come along and help out? To me, since I already made up my mind of a lot of things, it doesn't affect me that much. So, great, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I am also part of the LGBTQ community, although I haven't really agreed with a lot of things that's been happening in the community. Like I see a lot of people from my own community that are doing things that bring they don't make the community look well, and I think that you know regardless of what community you're in, you need to think about your actions before committing to them. You need to consider what your actions will what kind of impact your actions will have on the community around you. It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? I do, but I doubt our protagonist does. Uh, it's kind of hard for me to fully understand. Yep, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right. I look forward to it. All right. Back to our house. To me, I consider myself a smart individual, so even if there is something wrong in my mutuality or in my mentality, it would be a small margin of it, and I can fix it easily. Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm smart. I mean, I'm intelligent, but I'd never say I'm smart. My one of the things my mom made sure was that I had a good head screwed on my body on my shoulders. So I may not always be the brightest, but you know, I got my wits about me. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayuri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I mean, I kind of disagree with that. I mean, if she's as close as you say she is, I mean, you should worry. I spent only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey, that outfit is actually quite cute. I don't think I'd wear as much pink, but that is a cute outfit. Hey, I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because we're not used to seeing because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, excuse me. I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Nice kitchen. Damn, this is my kitchen. I wish I had a kitchen like this. Like Wow. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, don't just stand there and watch her. Help her. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Wait, when did we go to the store? Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Of course not. We're a protagonist. Why would we think of that? Where's your hospitality, Kayuki? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Yeah, this is ridiculously heavy. Well, lift some weights in, dude. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Oh, it sure reminds me of a hamster, a hamster high on coffee. Eh, Um, it's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about the weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff that I got to teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you're just speaking your mind like that. Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri, doesn't mean I doesn't mean you should treat me like that. Like, hmm, wait, who ghosted you? What? What? Oh, did you message me on Twitter? Oh, you mean the at? Sorry, all I saw was you at my name. But what's up? Because I sent something earlier and you didn't see. Oh, wait, you sent something earlier? What did you send? What did I miss? Oh, you mean about the LGBTQ stuff? I'm sorry, I was happy. Yeah, about that stuff. Um, I mean, I am part of the LGBTQ community, but I don't always agree with some of the things that's been going on in the community. Like, I believe that they need to think before they need to think before doing something. They need to consider the what their actions will what effect their actions will have on the community itself. Yeah, sorry, I totally missed I totally missed that question. That's a point of view. I see a lot of drama in the community, and it just if a lot of people use their heads, I think a lot of the drama would have not been necessary. You know? Natsuki catches her words, and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. What's making me sad is that I see people fighting with each other about things when we should fight narrow-minded people. That is true. That is so true. I mean, there's a lot of infighting in the community. I mean, at least there was like a year ago, from what I noticed. But I don't really keep up with that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's get back to the game after that because I don't want to interrupt too much. No worries. I mean, if anything, it helps me draw my stream out. Eh, Natsuki's cute. Yeah, she is. Although I kind of like Sayuri better. I mean, I'm starting to really like her. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. It should have been a little more considerate, though. But also, like everyone. Yeah. And I guess I can kind of relate to Sayuri a little bit more. Sayuri and Yuri, I can both relate to both of them. If that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into your body types like yours. Wow, I can't believe we just said that. We did not just say that. I'm more interested in Monica. Yeah, I found that recently. I've been liking the best friend trope, where the best friend has a crush on the protagonist, and the protagonist starts to develop feelings for their best friend, for their childhood friend. Uh, how would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, I won't say anything more because I don't want to spoil anymore. Yes, thank you. Please don't spoil. Not like that way, but in her characters, she seems to have more than she's showing. Monica gives me either class rep vibes or she gives me student council vibes. And Yuri gives me the vibe that she's the quiet type that doesn't really talk much. She gave me controlling type. Who Monica gave you the controlling type? Let's get started alright. I know. I mean, she was late to she was late to the club a couple of times because she lost track of time playing piano. So that doesn't sound very controlling. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Kayuki. I mean, would anybody want to be called gross? Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. What are you going to call her? But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons dirty, spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn strewn about every countertop. Wow, they're messy. Controlling characteristic doesn't have to be around all the time. The effect on other people is what concerning about them. True, but she was having a hard time keeping the club together without Sayuri today, so I don't know, it doesn't fit for me. I also picture her as the girl next door. I don't know why I picture Monica as that. That's why I said she gave controlling, not that she is controlling. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Hayuki, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To change the color of the icing? Oh, the color of the batter. Oh, it's the batter, not the icing. Oh, she's changing the color of the batter. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Oh, that's a pretty cool idea. Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? Uh, you're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes light up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. Yeah, that would have been really cute to see those cat-shaped cupcakes. I would have liked to see those. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah? Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whiskey and a huge bowl for the icing. Oh, I hate mixing. Like trying to mix something always my wrist always gets sore trying to mix things. I'm a little hungry. I'll eat after stream though. Eh, the icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? No. Don't tell me no. I'll be fine. Don't worry. It's not like I'm starving here. Well, yeah. It just takes a little longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I, reluct- I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. You gotta wash your hands first, dude. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing? Eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some of my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in return. Gross! You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Mm-mm. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Okay, that is cute. I mean, this is a perfect chance for us to lick it off her cheek. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I passed her. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight me back, but I grab that one as well. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. This is actually a cute picture of her. I'm so sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. Oh, what are we doing? I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking out the icing. Oh, what? That picture reminds me of another kind of anime. Oh yeah, what anime is that? What? Did you seriously just? Love is war. Love is war. Love is war. I feel like I've heard that one before. Oh, starting with the letter H. Is it the one where they get their superpower from where they get their superpower from getting turned on? No, no, it's not that one. Just the genre. Just the genre. It's Hikyo. Starting with the H. E. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. 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 The sussy site. You're talking about yeah, that. Yep. Yeah. Uh, Yamachi. Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's enough. That's enough. Uh, no worries. Wow. Sorry, sorry. No worries. Yeah, no worries. I mean, I can't say I haven't seen that kind of stuff. I've gone too far, maybe. No, 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 no. You're good. You're good. You're good. But like, if you're into that kind of stuff, you should check out Project Melody. She's really into the that kind of stuff. But that's my humor. You lighten up the atmosphere. Yeah, no worries. I mean, that's it was on one of those sites that I discovered Project Melody, which led me to VTubing in the first place. I mean, it's just for kidding. Who did you say? Oh, Project Melody. She's a VTuber who does. She's called a lewd tuber. Yeah, she was my. I mean, it's good humor. Yeah, that it is. Yeah, Project Melody. She's a member of V Shoujo, and she's in. An AI VTuber. Purple hair. Yep, she's got purple hair. Purple hair. She's her outfit is like white and purple as well, and she's got those I forget what she calls them, but they're like her mascot is like a little bot. Oh, you found her? Yeah. Like, oh, you'll go see her streams. I don't think she's streaming right now, is she? Thanks for the advice. Yeah, no worries, no problem. But yeah, she I know I'd say she's like really cute and she can be wholesome, but she can also be she can also be saucy at times, or maybe not saucy, but like a pervert or something like that. So, but I like her. She's I like watching her. Okay, so let's get back to the game. Okay. Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Kayuki, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? Eh, you both should do a collab when you're big. I would love to do a collab with Project Melody. Honestly, I was thinking about that and like because Project Melody was what got me interested in VTubing in the first place. If I were to collab, I would want my first collab to be with Project Melody. What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that? How did the mood turn into this so quickly? Oh, excuse me. I Natsuki gazes at me in silence. Notice her shallow breast. Oh, why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going. Oh no, the cupcakes! They're burning! Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in there, dummy. Oh, oops. I mean, I've done that before. I've left things in the oven and turned the oven off. So that is absolutely just like me. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Sorry, I didn't mean to make that mistake. I mean, I have a habit of forgetting to turn burners off too. I do that as well. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. I wonder if that tray can be salvaged or if it's like no good. Like, was it too late? She sets it on the top of the stove. Another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension for the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet smelling warm air fills the room. I kind of want to bake something this weekend. Maybe I'll bake a cake. I mean, I was meaning to bake a cake, but I ended up making sugar cookies instead. And they turned out all right. I didn't do anything fancy with them, like icing or anything like that, but that would have been nice to do too. So maybe I'll make a cake this weekend if I have the ingredients for it. I gotta make sure I have ingredients first. Look how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once they add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I can't do anything. I have exams. Oof. I hope you do well on your exams. Exams are rough. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. College exams. Yeah, well, I hope you ace them. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. Oh, does she have the star nozzle thing? I always liked those, how they made it look like a star as they went around with the icing. I don't think I will. Was your exams that hard? Or are you not studying? This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. I want to make some flowers. No, I just didn't study enough. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I was really bad in school. Like, I could study and study and study. I would have all this information drilled into my head, and my parents would quiz me on it so that I knew the stuff. But as soon as I would sit down and take the test, everything just went poof. So I really, really wasn't a fan of tests. What's this one for? I picked up one with one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That's for writing, isn't it? The thinner tip. Oh, that one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. Oh, it's for that. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Oh, yeah, use it to write stuff on a cake, like "Happy Birthday" or whatever. Hmm. To me, I only study for like 2 hours, 2 hours the night of the exam, and I don't fail. But at the same time, I don't ace. But I can't blame myself. I have a lot of other things to do. Well, I mean, as long as you give it your best shot, I- as long as you try your best, people really can't complain. And that's really all they should ask of you is just to try your best. Huh? I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Eh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on what word they like. That is a pretty. Thank you for the reassurance. You're welcome. Uh, hmm. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea. So maybe I'm getting it from you. But what's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Wait, she gonna call me cute? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. Are we gonna at least get to see the cupcakes this time? When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Ugh, I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but I mean, it's true, you gotta taste your own creation. It's taste testing, right? My dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. I mean, one cupcake shouldn't ruin your appetite. Sarah is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. Ah, she'd be eating 10 cupcakes. Wow. We'd have to fight her back. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we could have time to man time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Ah, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayuri each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Should we trust Sayuri with the cupcakes? Why do I sense abuse when she's talking about her father? Hmm, maybe. Although, I mean, it could just be that she really likes her father's cooking and wants to be there for it and wants to like eat as much of it as it can. I mean, I can kind of relate to that because, like, especially now that my grandfather, I used to love my grandfather's cooking, and I can't have it anymore now. But like, I would always eat as much of it as I can whenever he cooked. If you and Sarah, oh wait, I already read that part. Yeah, I can do that. Again, should we be trusting Sayuri with carrying cupcakes? And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Uh, yeah. Rest in peace for your grandpa. Yeah. I mean, I. It's been a few years and I've come to terms with it already, but there's still some things I miss. Like I miss my grandfather's mac and cheese the most. Like when he passed away, I stopped eating mac and cheese altogether. Like my my aunt, my mom, and my grandmother all tried to make it the same way. They even used the exact same recipe as my grandfather did, but it never tasted the same. It's funny what a person's love can do to change the taste of food. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayuri earlier today. I felt so hopeless or helpless. Sayuri always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. I don't even know my grandpa. Ow, that sucks. So good for you that you have the opportunity to know him. Yeah, I mean, I think I was about 11 when he passed away, so I do have some good memories of him. Although one of my fondest memories of my grandfather is it was Christmas time and he's sitting in his brown leather lazy boy and he's got one of those like I've been told that my grand I reconnected. Am I back? Well, I had a weather warning, so it's bound to happen. Awesome, I'm back. Okay, let's continue. Didn't want to bring that up. There we go. I'll walk you out, I guess. Uh, okay. I just downloaded a streaming or a editing platform, so I should be able to combine the two videos this time. I should be able to. It's always annoying when I lose connection because it ends up splitting my video between different or splitting my stream between videos. So annoying. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get close to her like I wanted? I don't know. I think you got pretty close there, dude. Well, I guess I'll be off then. Is this your fourth stream? Uh, no, I've been streaming since I started streaming in January. So I've had a few streams. Or do you mean like today? Because I only stream once a day. I stream, I only stream once. I stream, blah, 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 3 times a week. It's your fourth stream, isn't it? No, I've streamed a lot more than 4 times. Okay. Okay, maybe not a lot more, but I don't know how many times I've streamed. Hmm. All right. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Eh? What you said before about not always having this chance. Doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time with like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, um, hmm, in your page it shows 4 times. I've definitely streamed more than 4 times. I mean, if you go to my YouTube page, it shows I post my streams on YouTube, so you should be able to see all my streams on YouTube, how many times I've streamed. I don't know where that number came from. You really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Kayuki, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. Wait, she's apologizing? I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so. Natsuki suddenly gets close to. Whoa, she got really close really fast. Wait, Natsuki? Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch the sides of my shirt, as if holding onto me. Her rose colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. Oh, is this going to be similar to like Sayuri? Because the music's gone. We lost our music. Sayuri is going to show up. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breath against me. I felt it for a while now. Uh, Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayuri? Oh, she did show up. Eh? Uh, Hi, Kayuki. Sayuri, just now we weren't. You did call it. That's embarrassing. Wait, was she about to kiss us? Eh, eh, It's okay, Kayuki. I just stopped by to say hi. Ah, well, you should have come a little earlier. Oh, there's the stream elements. No problem. No problem, Canva. No, convinced. Yeah, I, yeah. You should have come a little earlier. Canvas is for confessing her feelings. I'm already on my way out, so. Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll, st- bleh. I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayuri waves goodbye. Sayuri, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, hey, I almost made it 3 hours without my string without OBS disconnecting on me this time. I mean, it would have been nice if it didn't disconnect at all, like yesterday, because it didn't disconnect yesterday. That was nice. Okay. Well, I tried staying in my room. My imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here to see for myself. Oh, she got jealous. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. Oh, she's crying. That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down. Sorry, hug her, dude. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Kayuki? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This wouldn't be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Kayuki. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. That's not a face of someone who is happy. I know. I know it's not. Monica's right. I should just. Monica? Monica was right about what? Hmm. Honestly, I wish there was more we could do for Sayori. I really wish. I wish it gave us more options. Sayuri, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But you're making promises, dude. Sayuri looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Kayuki. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayuri? I'm scared that that I might like you more than you like me. Sayuri? Or Sayuri? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Kayuki, I like you so much that I want to die. Ooh, yeah, this part. I remember this part. That's how I feel. And and that's enough, Sayuri. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayuri's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Oh shit, this is not good. No, she's in a bad place right now. Wordlessly, Sayuri nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. Uh, no, fuck it. I love you. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. Oh shit, this is really bad. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy. Kayuki. Suddenly, Sayuri wraps her arms tightly around me. Dude, you should have done this from the beginning. Kayuki, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayuri in my arms and pull her close. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Kayuki. I want to be with you forever. Me too. Oh wow. This is like an arrow right to the right to the heart. Oh, sorry about that. Ah, I took a drink of water and I think it decided to go down the breathe hole. But this is making me tear up. Okay, me too. Oof. For some reason, I'm not happy. I'm terrified. Uh, I know. I mean, are you okay? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh, I forgot how emotional the scene is. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Uh, okay. 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 I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Kayuki. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. Mm. Yeah, depression isn't something you just get over overnight. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. It's all that matters right now. Uh, okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? Eh, uh, I mean, you're not wrong. Now, what are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been, even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Kayuki. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Y- Yeah. How? think you should stop the stream now. Also, seeing something weird in the atmosphere. You should go get yourself lunch and come back. I'll be waiting. Thank you for the concern. I'll probably continue streaming until we get to school, which probably shouldn't be too much sooner. Like, I want to get through this dialogue first. I mean, I've been streaming for 3 hours. 3 hours is a good time, right? Okay, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayuri. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayuri's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. Hmm, okay. Yeah. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me after things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayuri meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know, but I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayuri is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Okay, we're gonna save. And then blah, 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 main menu. Okay, so thank you for coming out to my stream. I really appreciate you guys coming and stopping by. Oop, I'm just gonna hide that. Or wait, I should be able to. There we go. Uh, Hide those ears. Thank you. Um, so I'll be streaming again tomorrow, same time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will continue Doki Doki Literature Club. And also, I have plans to stream on Valentine's Day as well. So, are you going to continue streaming after lunch? Probably not. I'll probably use that time to make more content and stuff to upload because I still want to make something that I can upload for Valentine's Day and other stuff that I want to work on. So I'll see you tomorrow. But yeah, I hope you have a good stream. And mm, should I send you to another streamer? Would you like to go? Would you like to raid another streamer? Okay, I'll try to be here tomorrow. Hmm, wonder who's on. Bye. It was a good stream. Thank you. I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Good night. No, I'm not into streaming that much. I guess watch the people that I have interest in. I mean, that's kind of what I do too. So, but thank you for coming, and I hope you have a good night.